Yay, shit's working.
Is we?
I don't.
Is he working?
I don't know how else to react to that. Sorry about being late, guys. Apparently my audio setup did not want to transmit our signal, so you would have just been looking at us in like a silent movie type thing.
So,
Uh,
I mean, silent movies are still a thing nowadays, which is surprising, but there's
yeah.
a fair share of audiences that do like silent movies.
I mean, I don't mind silent movies. I just don't like when we don't realize that's happening for the first 20 minutes of a show.
Oh, well, yeah, that's also annoying.
You know. But yeah, so how outside of us sitting here for 20 minutes while I was trying to figure that out, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing all right. Got back into recording and making content again for my YouTube channel, and I'm thinking about like trying to rebrand my channel now because I think it's time for like an upgrade because I do everything on my own. I do the uploads, I do the editing, I create the thumbnails. I'm just like I have so much stuff I want to talk about, like geek related, and it's just me, and I just like, you know what? I think I need some help. I think I may need some help. So
Yeah,
that's
I know how that goes. Like for like honestly for me the worst part about any of this stuff is making the thumbnails. It's just like sitting there trying to decide okay, what still images am I going to use? Am I going to cut one of the characters out? How am I going to put this logo on the screen? Where am I going to put
yeah,
it?
yeah,
It's
that's so much. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you guys do it, but it's just stressful. And that's
it's one of those things where like you know also like I was talking with Jezra about this too because just because I think something looks good doesn't mean that it's actually like eye catching and popping and that other people are going to feel the same way about it. So it's hard for me to be like, okay, I like this, but how are other people going to look at it?
right. Because like even with this whole Disney movie marathon thing I've been doing on my channel, which I said I was trying to be done with it by the end of the year, but I'm like, I don't even think that's gonna happen. I don't even think that might happen. But I had to reach out to my podcast buddies that I'm a part of with the Time for Toku podcast. I'm like, hey guys, I can't do this marathon by myself. And some of these movies, just even talking about them one by one, it's tedious. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some help. Like I need help. So I'm doing a little different format. Instead of just going movie by movie, I'm gonna go era by era and just do it like a big live discussion, like how we do things here on the Illuminati. So changing it up a bit,
Yeah, I
because
mean that kind of makes sense because that way, if you run into a movie that you only have like 3 minutes worth of content to talk about, then
or have no interest in
yeah,
talking, it's yeah.
yeah.
I definitely got to bring in some outside help.
Um, what do we got as far as like news in the Power Rangers world? Is there anything like I know some like figures just dropped maybe?
Some new,
We talked about those last weekend.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Scarpina and
They said the first 8 episodes of Dino Fury are going to be coming on Netflix next month, so that's good news.
Yeah, I saw that. I still don't understand why none of the other seasons are there anymore.
Yeah,
oh
I saw that. I was like, where are the seasons? Like, why are they lacking on the uploads on Dino Thunder and Jungle Fury? I'm like, hold up, what's going on here? So I'm just like,
you
you know
know
what?
speaking about that, they kind of be sleeping on the streaming because when Beast Morphers was airing and they dropped the whole thing with RPM being connected, that was a good time to put RPM on YouTube, but they didn't do it.
Yeah, now you're just wasting time putting those 24/7 live stream, which people nobody cares about watching. Well, technically, you can't even chat in there anyway because it's branded as it's for kids because you can't comment on videos that are made for
Oh yeah,
kids.
yeah.
So it
But
doesn't matter.
even with some of those anyway, like even if you try and join the chat, like there's so many people in there talking that like
You don't
it's
even know
just
what's
like a
going on.
constant stream.
Yeah, and it's just compilation clips. I'm like, if I wanted to watch compilation clips, I could look that up on my own time.
Yeah,
Right,
Just
right.
why are they doing that? What's the point of them when they just put the episode up?
it's a waste of time.
It's yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. What else have I seen recently? We were talking about this before we came on. The 1986 Transformers movie is getting a 4K transfer. That makes me really happy. I like.
Despite despite the movie being amazing for like the first 15 minutes.
Oh,
And
that movie is simultaneous hot garbage and absolutely amazing. It's
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 it, it is.
it's
And
like
I watched it like
two
twice.
two Weird Al songs in the movie.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean,
That
besides
that
from like
sums up G1 in a
Wait,
whole.
were there two or was it just the one?
It was
Dare to Be Stupid.
Dare to Be Stupid.
Was there?
Ooh,
Was
I
there
thought it
another
was
one?
Dare to. Wasn't it Dare to Believe or something?
Well, there was.
No, there's Dare.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
Dare,
Dare, but that's
and
not
the
Weird,
Touch.
Weird Al.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Those are both Stan Bush.
Yeah, it was just the one.
and you have, of course, the main theme song that's played in the opening credits, which is it's incredible. That composition, that's a great
I mean,
composition.
the soundtrack from that movie is just great.
It's incredible. It's so incredible.
And then I know I also saw Netflix is working on an Ultraman movie. I don't know if that's tying into the series that we were covering before we hopped into Lightspeed Rescue.
Be something else.
It's I don't know. Like there was nothing saying that it wasn't connected, but there was nothing saying that it was either. So I
haven't heard anything about the that Ultraman series. Period.
Yeah, we still waiting on season 2.
Yeah, I know they were supposed to start production on season 2 last year, but because of COVID, that all got kind of pushed around. But then like I think it was just within the past like week or two they announced the movie. But yeah, I don't know what's happening with that.
COVID ruined a lot of plans for us.
Yeah. In the chat today, we've got Noah Cummings. If any of these guys are still here after we sat on our standby screen for 20 minutes while I try to figure shit out. Noah Cummings, Donnie Pearson is here. Este, how's it going, man? Corey Gibson, you're in the chat and on the feed. That's great. Jonathan, is that you? That's not you. That's another Jonathan, right?
That's someone else.
That's another Jonathan. Jared Hodges. And Matthew Thompson. Elle is not here today. No, she had conflicting plans. Something came up that she had to take care of. So she was not.
Lightspeed Rescue called her up. She had to go in and work overtime.
Dude, okay. So something I did see. I forgot to grab a still of this, but Jamie Lee Curtis the other day on her Instagram posted a picture of her dressed up as the pink Lightspeed Rescue Ranger.
Oh yeah, that was way back in the day.
Yeah, that was from a long time ago, but it was like a Throwback Thursday thing.
Yeah.
But I saw it, I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's what we're covering. That's the series that we're watching right now.
Hey, I know that reference.
Yeah, like I get it.
I just understood that reference.
I know that reference from that reference.
Jared Hodges said they heard something about Godzilla Shine.
Godzilla Shine?
Or Shin Godzilla, maybe?
Shin Godzilla?
He's probably talking about Shin Godzilla.
I haven't seen anything about a new one of those, but
I need another one. As an open ending, you gotta close it.
I don't know, but let's hop into today's episodes. If there's anything that you guys in the chat here want to talk about, let us know. We'll try and make time for it at the end after we've run through these episodes and beat them to death. But let's start with the first episode of the day, which is 26. Blackwing, you want to give me a short like elevator pitch synopsis of what this episode was?
All right, here we go. So picture this. Joel is trying to find a way to ask Miss Fairweather out, and some guy named Clark comes into the picture, and Joel gets all jealous and doesn't know what the situation is, so he tries all ways to impress her. And to his knowledge, she thinks that Clark is just her boyfriend, when Clark actually made some new equipment for Lightspeed Rescue for Joel and Chad, which are the mighty Mega Battles, which of course are new toys, but extra firepower for just Joel and Chad. And they defeat the monster of the week, and that's pretty much the synopsis of the episode.
So the monster this week was Infinitor, who for some reason I had on the thumbnail from last week.
Dude, I was like, wait a minute, we didn't talk about that.
Hey, there's too many monsters with infinity symbols on their chest.
Right, like I don't know how I got that mixed up, but I was looking at it, I was like, wait. So speaking about thumbnails, I just reused the same cutout that I used on last week's and just put it on this week's. So it's like, all right, it's fine.
Oops.
How did you guys feel about the storyline? Like outside of the battles, the actual storyline from this episode.
Joel's pettiness in this entire episode. I love Joel's pettiness. It's just so hilarious. It's just so in character for him. And it's just how he goes always to even say how he's a man of science walking in with them giant eyeglasses. And even when he caused that explosion while I was watching the episode, I just couldn't help but say, like, as he walked out there, like, did I do that?
Right? As soon as he showed up there in the lab coat and the glasses, I was like, please tell me we're getting an Urkel reference. Please tell me we're getting an Urkel reference. And it never happened.
I couldn't help but to say, did I do that? I just had to say it. I'm just like, dude, all you're missing is just the tape in between the eyeglasses, and you got a solid Urkel look. I love it.
And well, I think like that is one of the things that I did like about this episode. It felt like a classic TV sitcom type thing. Like something that I would have seen on like TGIF on like Perfect Strangers or Full House or Step by Step or something, where the same situation would have popped up and it would have played outside of the big giant, like Zord battles and monsters. It would have played out pretty much the same way.
And I feel like they could have gone without the Megazord battle because after, with the introduction of this new equipment, I just felt like the Megazord battle was just pointless. But of course, they had to use footage. But I just felt like the Megazord battle was totally.
Did they have to use footage?
Yeah, when you got footage, yeah, no. But I just say, like, if you have the footage of the Megazord battle, I guess, would be ashamed to put it to waste. So, like, yeah, let's just use it, even though they got new toys and everything. But, yeah, let's just end it off with the Megazord battle like we usually do.
So the thing is, when they get new weapons, there's always a monster that challenges them. And it's like, oh, our weapon's not strong enough. Then they get the new weapons, but then they continue to use the old weapons to beat future monsters. But then the Megazord is still strong enough to beat them without the new weapon when they beat the monster when he was regular size. So I'm like, is the monster not stronger? And does the Megazord need a new weapon? You get what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but at that point, that goes back to like all of my complaints. Like why don't they just start out in the Megazord and stomp on the monster before he gets really big?
I brought that up because I was about to bring up a point about that because check this out. So how you could, like you said, Josh, they could just bring in the Megazord and just stomp the monster to pieces. But remember, how some general has a way to grow them, so they're pretty much just giving themselves more work to do. So
right. So if they came in the Megazord, stomped on the monster, and then the monster grows, they're already in the Megazord, and they don't have to call it in.
But remember,
they know this is gonna happen.
But you remember, how when a monster grows bigger, it doubles their power, so they're still giving themselves more work to do anyway.
Well, there's one instance where the team wasn't playing around. Green Ranger showed up and Jason was missing, and they came in on that Megazord. It was like, "What, Tommy?" And then he's like, "Oh."
But I mean, they don't even have to. They don't even have to stomp on the monster. They could just like pick it up and drop kick it into space,
or throw it into the sun.
Yeah, so many options.
You have a good point. That's a good point.
But no, I don't know. Like so. We don't have Quest for Player 2 on the air right now, but I'm going to jump into that mode for just a second here. Obviously Joel's decisions on on everything that he did in this episode is all on him. He made those choices. He didn't have to make those choices, but he did. But do you think Miss Fairweather has any complicity in this by not just being like, by the way, this is my brother?
You actually have a point.
Yeah, who does that? Who doesn't ignore the fact that, like, hey, this is that's the first thing I'll say. Like, when my mom comes in for appointments at work, and I'm like, hey, this is my mom, take care of her, So it's like, oh, here's what's his name?
Clark.
Yeah, here's Clark. Here's Clark. He's a great scientist.
Right, like she doesn't mention anything about how she knows him. She doesn't say, like, she introduces him just as a scientist.
Exactly.
I'd be like, hey, here's this is my brother, this is my sister. They're an amazing scientist. And we used to work well together when we were kids. So here he is, or whatever. Like there was.
If she would have said that from the beginning, she would have caused Joel a whole lot less stress and pain.
We wouldn't have had an episode of this. She would have done
right.
That.
Yeah.
So this is my question: is she stringing him along? Like, does she
Yes.
Yes.
does she
Yes, she
know
does.
that she has him on the hook and she's just like pulling that along?
Hey, when she was fantasizing, when Joe was fantasizing, what was she
Right?
really
Yeah.
saying in reality?
But not
Was
only
she
that,
really saying that?
but it looked like she was moving in closer as he was moving in closer. So like, what was going on there?
She was just definitely
playing him. She's playing the poor guy.
Nah, especially how at the end of the episode where he was just like, I guess if he's he's a good guy, I guess he's the right kind of boyfriend for you. And she turns around like, what? Boyfriend? That's my brother.
So yeah,
I like how he put his hat down and he had the cowboy thing.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, you guys, take care of him. I'm gonna go do my job, whatever."
I love that bit. I love that bit.
I did enjoy how big of a guy Clark was, though.
He is a giant.
Like, it
where
reminded
they
me.
found him at?
Like, have you guys seen Eurotrip?
No.
Yeah. Wait. No, I don't think so.
There's a very similar, not plot line, but so the main guy has like this extremely beautiful German pen pal, but the way her name is spelled, he thinks it's Mike, but it's not. So like, he had a picture of her, and he thought that Mike was the dude, and that the girl in the photo was his sister, when it was. He was talking with the girl, and the dude was her brother or cousin or something. But it was the same thing. That dude was like this like ginormous, dorky looking guy. And when I saw Clark walk in, I was like, "Huh, is that the same actor?" No.
I think the actor shows up again somewhere.
Does he?
I don't know. I recognize him from somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. He looked familiar, but I don't know. Where. I didn't dig that deep into it. But yeah, so I don't really think I have anything else to say about this episode. Like, it was fine. It was fun. But we didn't really get any like story movement on it. It was just more here's new weapons.
We got new toys.
Yeah.
Yeah, new toys.
What did you guys think?
I love it. It's a good focus episode for Joel, and of course, like you said, Miss Fairweather's just stringing him along slowly but surely. Because even at the end of the episode, how she just gave him a little peck on the cheek, he just gave that loud cheer, like, woo!
Well, it's what I think a lot of people can relate to that too.
Yep.
I'm sure you guys have probably been in that situation before, where like, you're interested in someone and they know that you're interested and they like the attention that they're getting from you, so they just kind of keep they keep leading you on just a little bit, and you know that it's happening.
Okay, first of all, that's actually kind of the worst. That's actually kind of the worst thing, because being led on is definitely no.
Well, it's not necessarily that you're being led on. It's that they're
it's like a playful tease.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they're not necessarily indicating to you that anything is going to progress from there, but they're not flat out telling you, hey, nothing's we're just friends, that's it.
Yeah, leave it to the audience to come up with their own conclusion.
I like, this isn't just a thing that girls do. I know dudes that do it too. So it goes both ways, but it sucks when it happens.
You got that right.
All right, well, it looks like we have our first guest for the return of Quest for Player 2 when that comes
Oh, Lord,
back.
no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Absolutely not.
So ratings. What would you guys rate this episode? Let us know in the chat. Out of, let's say, 5.
I give it a 4. 4.
Corey's giving it a 4. Jonathan's giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 3 just because Miss Fairweather is stringing Joel along and she's being a bitch.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Ouch.
Sorry.
That's strong words.
Ouch.
I'm not saying she is one. She's just being one in this particular instance. She does a lot of good stuff for them too. Like, she's a good friend, but
Well, yeah. She saves their lives on a daily basis.
Need I remind you of the situation where she asked Joel out to dinner and he got all dressed up and found out it was actually not just the two.
Right? See that just more evidence in my statement here is just like she knows what she's doing.
I just laugh about that whole moment of him just walking through the door and how the music just goes ew.
Like record scratch. Like I just there's no way that she's that clueless about what she's doing to him. It's just not possible. But, in the chat, we've got Jared Hodges, who says Joel strikes again and gets shut down at the end again.
Not really.
Jonathan says you get the answer next season. I'm not sure what that was in reference to. Refresh my memory because today it's like a goldfish. Jared Hodges says Joel is following Miss Fairweather around and doesn't know he's being strung along. But I think he does. I don't know. Do you guys think he knows that he's being strung along?
No, he's too caught up to realize it.
He's too cocky. Yeah, he's too cocky to even know that he is.
Because he actually kind of reminds me of Zach in that respect for a little bit. Because I
know like, Angela.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we don't talk about Angela. We don't talk about Angela.
And ratings that we had come in, Jared Hodges gives it a 4, and Jonathan gives it a 3. In regards to Miss Fairweather, like I know how they end up, so that's not really a spoiler.
Is my picture frozen?
I don't think so.
I'm looking at the stream. I'm frozen.
Let me see if I can fix that.
Oh yeah, you are you are looking frozen.
I wonder how long I've been frozen.
I have no idea. You weren't before.
Nobody brought it up.
You're gonna be replaced with someone else for a second. That looks like Blackwing.
A scroll.
Now we should be back to you. All right, you should be fine now.
I wish I had a scroll so I wouldn't have to go to work.
Just make it close.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, but remember your scroll's getting your paycheck. Remember that.
Oh no, I'm getting my paycheck. He don't need money. He's from space. He don't need money. He don't need Earth money.
They can just make money. Next episode, 27. Corey, you want to give me a brief synopsis of this one?
Elevator pitch.
27.
Because I did this episode.
The bad guy, Olympias, makes an egg. It's supposed to hatch a monster, which they bury in water, which is their weakness. So why in water?
Don't question it. Don't question.
And this egg, there's a toy. I don't remember the toy line this egg prop was used in on the American side of the footage. I don't remember it, but I remember it's from a toy line I was into. But anyway, Kelsey runs into a thief who's stealing apples, and they chase the homeboy, and he ends up finding the egg being buried, and then they create this crow monster. Ooh, I can't do the voice.
This crow monster sounds like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, apparently he's a king of something.
Yeah, it's like a cross between like the Mad Hatter and Snagglepuss.
Yeah. And then they beat the monster, they break the egg, and that's it. And homeboy turns out he can help people without stealing. And that was the whole point of him being a thief, was to feed the homeless.
He was being Robin Hood.
There you go. A lame Robin Hood.
Yeah, a lame Robin Hood.
But I enjoyed the premise behind this. When it started out, I was like, oh, this is dope. We've got one bad guy who's stealing something from another bad guy that now the Rangers have to go track down the thief before the monsters get to him or before he accidentally lets out the monster from the egg. Like, I thought it was a cool premise for an episode, even if it didn't necessarily play out as well as it could have.
And Go-Go 5, how often did because Yellow had kind of a rival that he was chasing around like a thief, did he show up more than once?
No, I think it was just one. Yeah, it was a one-time thing.
I think they just kind of crossed stories over. That's what it seems like.
Oh, well, shoot.
It's been so long. I don't know.
No, not even that it's been so long. It's just that I'm just like I'm watching both of the same counterparts at the same time. Just like I'm trying not to. I'm like I just finished one. Now I'm talking about the Americanized. I'm just like okay. I don't even want to compare notes right now. I just want to just get through this. Just let me get through this, please.
You tired of these helmets? They got no faces.
I'm tired of looking at these suits.
So, what stood out in this episode? Did anything stand out in this episode to you guys? Was there
The
anything?
monster.
Not for me. Nope. This episode was a nope.
Yeah. Well, why did you hate this episode so much?
Okay. I guess the whole monster plot, it just felt pointless. It felt weak, and then immediately when the monster was like, when Jinxer created the monster, and then you see him just bring out those big, bright, googly eyes, and I'm like, whoa! I'm like, oh wait a minute. Oh, it's gonna be one of those episodes.
I mean, that would have made that if the eyes actually were like real googly eyes, that just kind of like went all over the
eyes
place.
Are always dangling.
Yeah, like while with that voice, that would have been, oh my god, that would have been great. It would have been so good.
And then you even see Jinxer eyes popping out, and just like, why did they borrow footage for this? They didn't have to use this footage. They could just create the monster, show the monster coming out of the creation mechanism, and then just went on. And then the whole plot of the thief was like trying to get the egg so he could. I know he was trying to feed the homeless and everything, and that the disguise bit, I did not like that at all. I did not.
Yeah, I
another
like
black
that
man
too.
in the dress.
No, don't get me, Corey. Don't get me started. Not get me started.
It was just so stupid that I was just like, this is great.
I'm looking at Carter. I'm like, why does this man look like Christopher Reeve's Clark Kent?
There's that.
I mean, that would be his disguise.
Joel looking like Tu Wong Fu, Wesley Snipes.
No, not even that. Not even that.
I was just.
I could say Kelsey's disguise actually did look promising because I couldn't even tell those wrinkles were real or not. But that was actually.
And then when she took off running, just as a grandma, I was like, "Whoa, she's really running!"
That's a convincing disguise.
Birdbane, being disguised as like a Hasidic Jew, was a little bizarre.
And then you see the thief coming in with a drone to like put the money in the trash can. Okay, I'm like,
and he only asked for 20,000. I mean, that's it. That's all you want.
This was like 2001, 2002. 20,000 was still a good chunk of change for regular people.
I guess.
This wasn't like evil villain in a hollowed out volcano type thing.
I'm pretty sure
Kelsey's grandma.
Pretty sure we still had Mega Millions going on in the 2000s. I'm pretty sure people were winning Mega $1 million during that time.
Yeah, the word million existed in 2000. Yeah.
But it's putting $1 million in cash in a trash can and putting 20,000.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work.
I mean,
it's not gonna work.
$1 million is actually a lot less than you would think that would be, but it's still a pretty good size amount.
No, it's just the way how he just said it over the drone, like put the money in the trash can.
And then he gets it, and then he throws it up. I'm like, bro,
I'm like, what
get your money.
I'm like, what a waste. I'm like, you are one terrible thief.
He came around at the end though. He is like,
he did, but
I don't know. Yeah. This episode again, it didn't do a whole lot to push the overall plot. We didn't really get any more movement on what's going on with adult Olympus.
No mega battles. Olympus. After we just got them, usually just that.
Oh come on, Corey.
Usually
you should know
that. The toys out real quick.
But Corey, you should know this. You should know this. You know when they get new toys that they can't use because it's American made. You know how much Saban doesn't like being. You know how Saban likes to be cheap.
We haven't seen Banshira in any of these 3 episodes either, did we?
She probably sleeping. She probably really.
I was just thinking that.
She probably sleeping. She's sleeping.
She's gonna wake up and be like, "What'd you guys do?"
I'm like, what were y'all doing while I was taking a nap?
Yeah, who's fucking up now?
Matthew Thompson did the math. $20,000 in the year 2000 is the equivalent of $31,016.72 today.
That's still not
That's
a
still-
lot. I mean,
that's
that's
not a
still
lot.
chump change.
I mean,
That's money. Not a lot of
if
money.
someone said, "Hey, here's $20,000," I'm not gonna be like, and walk away from it though.
Look, if I wanted to buy,
no.
if I wanted to buy a house or even to buy an apartment, that ain't gonna get me nowhere. That's probably that money's only good for like a whole year, and that's it.
20 grand, 20
No, not
grand,
even a year.
or
Probably like half
today,
a year.
$31,016.72 would be a decent down payment on a house in the middle of Utah
In Utah, I'm like,
or
We're talking-
Wyoming.
yeah, I ain't trying to live in those states. I'm trying to live in city states, if you don't mind. I like my city views.
No trees, please.
I don't like the woods. I like my urban civilian skyscraper lifestyle. Thank you very much.
Hey, when you get my age, you're gonna be wishing you lived in the mountains. I was like, man, these people, I tell you, can't stand not one of them.
Yeah, eventually you do kind of get to a point where you're like, why do I live in the city again?
I'm like, oh right, that's right. I like the nightlife.
Oh yeah, you get too old for it.
LA nightlife is kind of weird though. Like, when I was in Miami and Orlando, things were open until like 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Here in LA, like there's like random stuff that's open that late, but a lot of stuff still closes down at like 1:30.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. Matthew Thomas said NYC, the greatest city on earth. Matthew, you haven't lived here as long as I have. You pretty much born and raised in New York City. You get tired of it. You get tired of the commute. Hey, no.
Turtles live there. What are you talking about?
Hang on.
That happens with
And the
really any
Ghostbuster,
place that you are. Like
Fantastic Four, Spider-Man.
Wait, Josh, what was it that the mayor said in Ghostbusters 2? He said, like, being an angry person is every New Yorker's God-given right.
Yeah, more or less, yeah. I don't know. Like, I grew up in the middle of like a ski resort area in Pennsylvania for like 17 years. I was done with that place after like 10 or 12 though. Like I was like,
Pennsylvania is a
here we
very
go.
historic looking city. I've been there many times. This is actually a good looking place.
Yeah, I mean, it don't get me wrong. Like, it was a nice place, and it would have been great to like visit, but staying there for like I felt like I'd done everything, and there was nothing left for me to like discover.
I see what you mean
about that area.
I see what you mean.
Even Orlando, like Orlando is a decent sized city, but after spending 10, 12 years down in like the Tampa Orlando area, I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with this place now too. It's just it was nice, and there was always stuff to do, but I felt like I had done it all already.
Unless you had annual passes to Disney World.
Well, even that, like I worked at Universal Studios. I had annual passes there. My roommates worked at Disney, so I could go there whenever I really wanted to. It was just kind of old. Like living out here in LA, though, I feel like there's always new stuff popping up all the time. Like there's like I don't think I could ever do everything that there is to do out here. In New York, I kind of feel it's probably the same. Like I haven't spent a lot of time there, but when I was there, I was like, there's a good bit of stuff.
Yeah, you have a point. I mean, right. I know this. Okay, certain parts of New York.
But I do understand with getting tired of a place.
Oh yeah. Getting tired of a place, it's easy. It can, especially if you lived in the area for many years.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to our last episode of the day.
I wish Elle was here to talk about this episode. I need to hear her opinion because I know Chad is basically her favorite.
No worries. We've got about 10 minutes to wrap through this. But I think that's going to be fairly easy since both of you guys did the synopsises for the other episodes. I guess I'll take on this one. Chad meets a mermaid. Vypra tricks her into helping her capture Chad. Chad helps clean up the ocean.
It's the Little Mermaid for Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. That's basically what this episode is.
More or less.
Mermaids are never heard from again in Power Rangers outside of Mystic Force.
minus the singing. Minus the singing and the musicals and the Jamaican crab.
Corey, you said that you didn't even watch this episode, right?
I didn't. I couldn't do it.
You've seen it though, right?
I seen it like 20 years ago. I seen it.
Did you choose not to watch it, or did you just run out of time?
No, I chose not to watch it. I was like, I'm gonna watch these two. Oh, the mermaid one can't do it. Not doing it yet.
From what you remember, why didn't you like this episode?
What's there to like about it?
I mean, that's a solid question.
I mean, I don't mind the whole concept of it. It was just like most things in Power Rangers is poorly executed, you know.
I see.
And then Mermaid comes ass out of nowhere. Out of everything for Chad to fall in love with, they chose a mermaid.
Well, he's an aquatic specialist, so.
But also, I'm assuming they never follow up on the whole mermaid thing after this.
I wouldn't say that.
Wait, isn't Neptune's daughter? Does she come back?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, maybe.
So yeah,
okay, I guess the one time.
Yeah, Josh, you're gonna see her again. We're gonna see Marina again. Also, fun fact, that is actually Psycho Yellow's human actress. Which
I knew I recognized. I was like,
okay.
I haven't seen her before.
Yeah, I know. Like, wait a minute, she had blonde hair in space. Like here, like you can't even tell the difference. I'm like, it's like make her look like two different people.
I mean, that's good when they can do that. Like Star Trek does that a lot too. Like there are so many people that appear in so many different episodes of Star Trek. It's like Jeffrey Combs. He's been 10 different characters in Trek.
He's a great voice actor. I love his voice.
He's amazing. He's so good as the Question in Justice League Unlimited.
Love it.
So good. And then if you're into horror stuff, the Reanimator, the Frighteners, fantastic movie.
Voice of Ratchet in Transformers Prime, which is also the best Transformers show ever. Corey, don't at me.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a lot to say about this episode. Why
does that funky robot?
Why does his face look like the face of Apocalypse in the X-Men animated series?
Because put the whole robot in the camera, man.
Look, I'm trying to look.
Yeah,
I never understood that whole nose piece that's blocking his nose and everything, but it doesn't block his mouth.
Well, because the original design for Optimus Primal, he had a faceplate like Optimus Prime, but CG animation, you gotta animate lips, so they tried to pad their cake and eat it too. So that just became Primal's look, just a weird visor thing like that. I dig it. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anywho, also fun fact: there's no monster of the week in this episode.
Yeah,
it's the mermaid.
Note to self: Corey despises mermaids.
Damn mermaids, get them out of here.
I mean, have you seen the mermaids in Harry Potter?
I don't watch Harry Potter.
Aren't they? Mermaids really like monsters. They have fish on top and people on bottom.
I mean, I guess people have a bad thing for mermaids because remember how they were portrayed in Pirates? Which Pirates movie was that? Pirates 4?
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was kind of the same in Harry Potter, I think, wasn't
it? Speaking of fish, people, I'm glad DC is not going through with that Trench movie.
Thank God.
We don't need that. Just give me Aquaman 2. I don't care about the Trench.
I don't want
the Trench.
So I don't know if you saw it or not, but
fish demons?
Apparently, Aquaman 2 is going into production in July. Jason Momoa is helping to develop it. So
hooray!
Let's go.
Hooray! I want more. I want more Manta. Give me more Black Manta.
Black Manta.
I like DC makes I guess Warner Brothers makes some really weird decisions with what they're doing. Like I don't understand because what they're doing with the animated movies is amazing.
Look, I can reboot the animated movie stuff now. They did a second Flashpoint.
It was sort of. It wasn't really Flashpoint 2. It was the.
It just destroyed. It just destroyed that universe.
I mean, he just undid it. So does that mean they're going to reset the animated universe now?
It already did.
That universe is dead. It's
Yeah.
dead. That universe is dead.
Man Up Tomorrow was the first one of the new iteration.
Ooh, perfect.
I
But yeah,
don't even
I
care. I got this thing about DC and their reset buttons. They need to stop it.
I mean, I understand why they do it though. Like every 15, 20 years or so.
It gets annoying though because
But they're resetting while they're resetting, which is the problem.
Well, yeah. I mean, you had what like Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis,
Flashpoint, then Rebirth. I'm like, y'all need to stop with the reset buttons. Stop.
Zero
multiverse,
Hour.
no multiverse. Multiverse, no multiverse. I'm like, come on. Just make up your mind. Leave it alone.
Marvel only does it like once every like 30 years or so.
No, they don't even do it. They don't.
They just overlap. They just knock it out of continuity and they write new story for it. I'd rather they do that.
Didn't what was it? Children of the Atom didn't that kind of do like a reboot, and then Convergence did like another, or not Convergence.
Secret Wars.
No. Recent like about the same time that Convergence was happening at DC, Marvel had their own thing that was going on.
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars 2. Right?
Yes, that was
yeah. That was the one where like the 90s animated series came in, like continuity came in.
They destroyed the Ultimate Universe, and those people came over to 616 and all that.
That is a good way to do it. While DC, they just be like, "Oh, let's Crisis, revert everything." Crisis.
Well, it's just like, okay, the Anti-Monitor is gonna come and destroy the known multiverse, and we're going to start from scratch because this villain is going to remake it the way he wants to.
And then stuff gets reconned more and more and more. Like, all right, y'all need to stop. But I feel like if I don't know. This is a conversation. This is a conversation for a different show, though.
I don't want to talk about mermaids, man.
All right, so
Barnacle Boy and Barnacle Boy.
Let's go with final ratings. Ratings for just this grouping of 3 episodes in general.
Oh, the second episode, I gave it a 1. I didn't like it. I gave it a 1.
The second, the bird episode, that one gets a 3.
I give it a 1.
See, for me,
this Mermaid one gets a fat 0.
That second episode for me, I'm gonna give that a 4 just because of the voice. Like that voice was amazing. That's so good.
Episode, I'll give it a 3.5 because man, I wish Elle was here so she could give her opinion. But anyway,
tell her to watch it when she comes back next week, so she can give her take on it.
She'll have to get caught up. And episode 3, I'm gonna give that like a 1.5.
I'll give it a 3.5. I give it a 3.
Like the story was trash, but what they did with it was fine, I guess.
3 point. But on brighter news,
it had a good message, cleaning up the ocean.
You think people still listen to
that? That shouldn't even be a message, man. We if we don't have water, we die. Come on, common sense.
Anywho, we got some good stuff. We got some a goodie to look forward to next week.
Oh, do we? Give me a teaser.
Team up. Team up time. It's that time again.
Speaking of team up, did you realize the shadow of the egg monster kind of looked like the monster in front of team up when he grows?
Oh.
If you think about it, because I went back, I was like, hold up. And I looked at it. So I'm like,
I never thought of it that way. But yeah, folks, next week we're going to be in for a doozy. Next week is Trakina's Revenge. The Lost Galaxy Rangers are coming back. It's going to be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. What else?
He had to get up and go get his Leo Lightning figure. This man.
It looked like a Pez dispenser for a second.
Oh, it is a Pez dispenser.
It's just a helmet.
I know.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, Jonathan, what do you guys got coming up tomorrow on the Retro Sentai show?
More stuff for Jetman. We're gonna be doing things a lot differently now. We're gonna actually be doing, instead of 3 episodes, we're gonna be doing 4 episodes, and we're almost done. We're in the 30s of the episode. The season Jetman has 51 episodes, but we got like 15 more episodes left. So give us like about.
Oh, so you're gonna pass us.
Well, I mean, look, it doesn't. Everyone does things.
Well, maybe not, because we've got what, 13 episodes of this left.
Yeah, I think we got about 2 or 3 more shows left.
Yeah, we got like 11 episodes left of Lightspeed. So actually, we make it. Yeah, we. Oh, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna bother say who's gonna be done first. I'm not doing that. Let me not do that. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in watching Jetman, we are. If you had the time, try to binge watch as much as you can. We are pretty much almost close to the end. Things are pretty much have heated up in Jetman. If you want to watch Jetman with us, you can watch it on Shout Factory TV or on Tubi.tv or download the Tubi app. It has everything that you want. It has every single Transformer show that you know and love from back in the day. It has all the Sentais that were released from Shout Factory, some Ultraman shows if you love Ultraman, and of course some
Gridman.
Yeah, and it also has some movies that whenever they get moved to they leave Netflix, they come to Tubi. So Tubi has all your needs. It's just sometimes I don't like it when you're watching a movie, the ad plays. It's very annoying.
The placement is sometimes not
very
great.
bad. I was watching Die Another Day yesterday, and the ads keep showing up. I'm like, I can't watch a James Bond movie with ads. Let me get out of here.
With that kind of stuff, I would be fine if they shrank the movie screen down and then did like a like an ad, almost like CNN or ESPN,
no, the ads pop
where
up
they have the ads
down.
that pop up on the bottom or the side.
Yeah, I like how
give me a full 16:9 image that's unobstructed, but then put the ad stuff like on the bottom and the side. Like, there's no reason that you can't do that. Then I'm still watching the show, but all that shit's still in my face. So, I don't know.
Well, the show it's fine, but when you're watching a movie, it's not fun.
After Retro Sentai wrap up, we've got It's All Connected, where Bryce will be hopping over from your show to that show, along with Richard and Caitlin. They'll be talking about all of the big news that's dropped this past week. I'm sure maybe they'll probably be talking about the Aquaman stuff tomorrow too. Then at 8 p.m., we've got the Illuminary Wrestling Order with Jay, Nathan, and Pumps, and I think Joe might be making an appearance on that one again. And then it'll start all back over again on Thursday with our watch along of the Bad Batch.
Which has been really good.
I'm really digging the show. This last episode I felt like was almost like what I've been talking about with Power Rangers sometimes, where it was a good episode. I really enjoyed it, but nothing moved the plot anywhere. Like it was just kind of there. And we didn't really learn anything more about what's happening. We got like another question, but that was really about it. But if you enjoyed that, you can pop over to our watch along for that. Watch the episode with us when it drops at midnight, and then stick around for our post show recap and discussion. Other than that, I don't know what else we have going on. I gotta try yet again to get back on Twitch. I think Shay and I were talking about hopping into some Star Trek Online. Later on this evening, I just downloaded Outriders, and that is actually proving to be pretty fun. And apparently it's cross-platform, so you can play it with anyone on the Xbox, the PC, or the PlayStation. And I still also there's so much that it's been so long since I've actually gotten into playing video games. Now that I have the new consoles, I've just been overloading because I'm playing Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man. I'm playing Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition that just dropped on the PC. Now Outriders I started playing. I'm like, oh man, this is really fun. Abe's Odyssey, Soulstorm, or Oddworld Soulstorm was on the PlayStation Plus collection. It's just so much. I don't have enough time to play everything that I want to play.
That's pretty much how I felt with the Nintendo Switch, because I'm just like, I haven't played video games so long. Now I got a next gen console. It's just like there's
Switch
like
isn't next gen.
Yes, it is.
It's a Switch.
Look, if it can't. Anywho, I mean, not a lot of new stuff has. Well, I mean, yes, there has been new stuff, but like new stuff that hasn't like appealed to my interest. I mean, I had to wait till the end of the year until they release those Pokemon Sinnoh remakes. So I can still pre-order, but it's gonna take some time because I know once I get those that Sinnoh remake, I'm gonna be streaming that bad boy like there's no tomorrow. Because oh my gosh, I haven't been back on a Pokemon hype train since like the early 2010s. That's how long ago it's been.
So you were like 5?
I said the early 2010s, bro. Jeez.
I was 13.
Fine, I get it. I get shit for being the old guy around here, so I have to give someone shit for being the
Yeah,
old guy.
Josh. Back when I was a boy.
Listen, I had to walk to school. As I already told you this episode. I grew up in a ski resort town, so I did actually have to walk to school in the snow.
Hey, you know
Uphill,
how I used
both
to
ways.
watch my Super Sentai? I had to order VHS tapes from Japan and wait for them in the mail. That's how I used to watch it. Back in my time.
All right. Well, if you guys want to find us on social media, you can see our handles below. Make sure to follow us on the web at theilluminary.com. And I'll see everyone in about 20 minutes on the Riker Maneuver, where we will be talking about what let me see what episode this is, because I don't remember. I want to say it's 24. I gotta scroll all the way up to the top. This is episode 23, Fallen Hero of season 1 of Star Trek Enterprise. If you care about Star Trek, come watch it. If you don't care about Star Trek, no, come watch it anyway. We need the views. But yeah, that'll do it for us. Any last words?
Eat your vegetables.
Drink water.
And drink water. It's hot. It's getting hot outside, so drink your water.
Yeah. Don't need anyone passing out.
Ooh, it looks like there might have been an echo for this episode too. I don't know. Oh well.
An echo. Oh.
Yeah.
It's too late now.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Good night, everybody.
Bye bye. Have a good time.